dum dum, dum dum, dum dum. It just makes you want to fight. Hello, what's going on? I'm Yungblud, and this is the playlist of my life for Teen Vogue. Let's get started. Parents by me. And this was a bit of a fight, to be honest, because I remember when I wrote this song, the label told me that the lyrics were too graphic. Like, there's a lyric in the song where it's like, my daddy put a gun to my head, said if you kiss a boy, I'm gonna shoot you dead.
So I tied him up with gaffer tape and locked him in a shed. Then I went out to the garden and I my best friend.
And everyone got really scared about that, which like is understandable, but I think what kind of made the song connect to so many people was that the lyric was so graphic. So it changed my perspective as an artist, because I was like, you just gotta tell the truth. And the thing about the whole process with the production, it was like crafternoon. You know what I mean? It was like anything went. It was like, let me scratch some paper and shake some keys and put weird little guitar elements in it that would just sound like sound design, really, instead of like music, if you like. And I don't know, it just had this weird swing bounce to it. This is a little song called London Calling by The Clash. A band that always influenced me and always just inspired me, that could like let me get up in the morning, was The Clash. I remember my producer Matty said to me, okay, let's just play some records. Let's play some stuff on Spotify. And I remember ba 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 boo ba 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 sucker ga ga ga.
London calling to the faraway towns. Now war is declared and battle come down.
And I got up and I started doing this, and he was like, "That's it." And then I literally go into the song King Charles, which was the first song I ever put out. Ba 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 ba, which was hip hop, but the main element was guitars. And by The Clash and finding punk music, I remember that's how I found hip hop music, and it all came together in that moment. My first EP was written in 3 days. I think that's the epitome of punk rock. It's not just playing loud instruments and wearing an Exploited t-shirt. It's literally, it just takes one person to go, hang on, I'm f***ing angry, and I've got something to say. Debbie Harry, Blondie. Heart of Glass. I really didn't like American punk music. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, I just didn't. You know what I mean? Because I was really proud to be British, and I grew up on British punk music. Holy shit, was I naive? Was I ignorant? Yeah, I was. Just, it's the energy. And by finding Blondie, I found Grandmaster Flash, and then that led me to find the Beastie Boys. That led me to find Eminem, Dre, Tupac, Biggie, everyone. And I was like, holy shit, this is crazy, because it was the same thing to me. It was the same energy. But that's why I put that on, because I didn't want to be like, I love the bass line. It was like the energy of her. And she was just this icon that was like, I'm a fucking do what I want, and I'm never going to apologize. Now, this is one of my favourite records of mine. It's called Hope for the Underrated Youth. When I told my friends I was going to bring this one up, they were like, oh, really? And it was a bit of a surprise, but I was like, yeah, because this was a real life-changing, game-changing part of my career. I remember I had a different verse for it, and I was in the studio, and I had the choruses, it's Hope for the Underrated, and it was like smashing, like loud. But I was like, I gotta change the verse. And I was like, yo, stop, let me go in the booth. And I remember that there was this emotion to it, that thing. If I left today, would you wait for me, or would you throw us all away? And it just, the way I sung it, I just got it in one take. And I remember in the studio, I was like, wow. Like, just take my heart out, that'll make it better. You know what I mean? I won't be sorry, better late than never. And the way I sang it, it just came out in that moment. I was crying and And it was just like, it blew my mind that I could feel something that deeply. Through the musicality, through the guitars, through the bass, through the drums, through the explosive chorus, through the words, through the message, but through what surrounded it, and I think how much it meant to people was what made the media and the gatekeepers of a place take something seriously, take the art seriously, you know what I mean? And it was a massive moment for me. We projected There's Hope for the Underrated Youth on the Houses of Parliament in the UK. We had a boat party, thousands of kids running down the River Thames like to do something completely illegal. I literally gave a guy in a van $5,000 to project it and didn't know my name, and we couldn't do it through the label because the label were like, no way, we are not gonna be associated with this, we can't, it's like illegal. And I just think that it was the lyric, There's Hope for the Underrated Youth. Boris Johnson had just got elected. A lot of young people were mad about that, and I think it just came at a time that made it just fly. M/Dre. My name is. I was so lucky to work with a guy called Mike Alessandro on this new record who was there. He was in the studio when M met Dre for the first time. And he said, I kid you not, it came out in 2 minutes. Dre played this old, I don't know, it was like a gospel or a church beat. Bump, ba-bum, 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 bam, bang. You know what I mean? And he just literally in 2 seconds went, hi. And Dre went, what?
My name is Sadie. Hi, my name is.
And Mike was like, I've never seen Dre look like that. And I was like a fucking toddler with my jaw on the floor. I was like, the best thing that makes Eminem probably the best at what he does is his flow. He finds these pockets that don't abide to a rule. It's like, I'm gonna have a conversation with you and I'm gonna say what I want and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh my God, you didn't even rhyme, but you just said it. And it felt like I just saw the face of Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? It's like fitting in these pockets and these bounces and these things and these mad, like he doesn't conform on what he says to fit the rhyme scheme. And that's sick. Hi kids, do you like violence? You want me to stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids? It's like, what an opening lyric. Like, I just remember putting that on and going, and then thinking, brother, if he can say that, if he can say mental shit like that, then so can I. So I'm gonna cheat now, because you can't limit songs that define you to 9, you know what I mean? It's like, but Oasis, Talk Tonight, into like Slash, the Stone Roses, Bye Bye Bad Man. This meant so much to me growing up, because this is what my dad used to play in the car. Every day. This song is about Noel Gallagher being like kind of, I think the pressures of the world like was terrifying him, and he had enough. He came to America, and if you're a British artist and you come to America, it's a big place, you know what I mean? It's like you either break it or it breaks you. And there's a lyric in it, it's like, all your dreams are made of strawberry lemonade and you make sure I eat today.
All your dreams are made of strawberry lemonade, and you make sure I eat today.
And the way he sings that, it's just like, sometimes it made me connect to it. Like sometimes it does get too much. Sometimes like you sign up for everyone having an opinion on you, and that's great. But sometimes, you know what I mean? It hurts sometimes. And I put this song on all the time when the internet's a bit rough. You know what I mean? And that guitar line, like, and the chords, the E minor goes to da 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 dum dum. I wanna talk tonight
until the morning light, about how you saved my life.
So you and me see how we are. Dum dum dum. Crazy. Leading into Bye Bye Bad Man. Bye bye bad man. Bye bye. Bye bye bad man. Stone Roses, it just has this euphoria to it. Sounds like you can fly. That's like the only way I can describe the musicality of it. I am flying. It's just got this thing in the lyric, bye bye bad man, bye bye. I got bad intentions. way like Manny would play his bass, like and Squire would just do this guitar, and then Ian Brown would just sing like this, and he would like, it sounded like air, and sounded like you're floating, bye bye Batman, bye bye. These I'll be listening, you know what I mean, I listen to these when people misunderstand me. You know what I mean? And I think the attitude that these two bands had, it was like, love me, hate me, just try and fucking understand me first. David Bowie, Life on Mars. What a record. I covered this song for his birthday and an anniversary of his death by a guy called Mike Garson who played piano for Bowie, asked me to do it. And Tom's there, my photographer, he filmed it. I was like, how terrified was I? Absolutely in my pants to sing this song. Because it's a top B flat, and it raises and raises and raises. Da 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 da, and you just gotta fucking nail it. Like, you are so exposed.
Is there life on Mars?
And like that song, like literally, I'll kind of within 20 seconds be like, you're a phony, don't you fucking you know what I mean? And the storytelling, it was just magic to me. You know what I mean? The story of I feel like an alien, is there somewhere for me to go? Was just like, holy shit, how do you know what I'm thinking? You've never even met me. I just wish I would have met him. Like, it makes me emotional at times. Like, if I could ask, like, if I got a genie to come in, if a genie came into this room, it was like, right, you got 3 wishes. I'd be like, meet David Bowie, hang out with David Bowie for a week, get a street dog in New York with David Bowie. Green Day, Jesus of Suburbia. This song was so sick to me because I love Green Day. I heard a story, I don't know if it's true or not, so if anybody from Green Day is watching this, if I'm talking shit, please do let me know. Each band member went and wrote a song, and then they got together in a rehearsal room or a studio and put it together. So it's just like, bam, 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 it's on a match loud.
The Jesus of Suburbia, the Bible of none of the above.
And then it comes down to like a section, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up. I'm not leaving. A complete roller coaster. I can't do it all because it's 7 minutes long. We haven't got that much time. I just love this song so much, and I just love the sheer confidence to be like, you know what, we're gonna do multiple sections with multiple time changes, key changes. It was an incredible piece of music to me, and I was like, holy shit, wow, it's just crazy. Just magic, man, magic. This was supposed to be it, but I want one more, so I'm gonna write, we're out of these little sticky things. So I'm just gonna write on the board, f it, innit? Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train. Crazy! Well, that's how it goes.
Crazy, but that's how it goes.
Just insane. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dum dum. Dum dum. I. Dum dum. Dum dum. Dum dum. It just makes you want to fight. It's like a shot, or a glass of coffee, or a sweet. The most beautiful thing about that artist is he was just fucking free, and people hated him for it. And he continued to be free, and then people loved him for it. Because I think, no, like, everything is a trend. The definition of a trend is that it's meant to die, but Ozzy Osbourne is not a fucking trend. Thank you so much, Team Vogue, for having me. I've been Yungblud. I love music. I love it with all my heart. Thank you so much for watching the playlist of my life. My new song, The Funeral's, out now. I've got an album coming. Listen to it, download it, tell your nan about it, tell your goldfish about it. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.